Milo and the Star Lantern. In a small village by the edge of the forest lived a young boy named Milo. Milo was small, but inside his heart were the biggest dreams. One morning, a shooting star blazed across the sky and fell deep into the forest of echoes, where no one dared to go. They said it was the Star Lantern, a glowing treasure that could light the way for those who felt lost. Milo's heart fluttered with excitement. "I'll bring back the Star Lantern," he whispered, knowing it would be his greatest adventure. With a small lantern in hand and determination in his heart, Milo began his journey beneath the night sky, where the stars twinkled like promises waiting to be kept. The forest's shadows. As Milo wandered deeper into the woods, darkness surrounded him. Twisting paths and strange sounds made him feel small and unsure. For a moment, fear curled inside him. He sat under a tree and whispered to himself, "It's okay to feel scared. Fear only means I'm about to do something brave." Taking a deep breath, he rose to his feet and pressed on. In the rustling of leaves, the forest whispered, "The darkness isn't forever. Just keep moving, and the light will find you." With that, Milo smiled and stepped deeper into the forest, the soft glow of his lantern lighting the way. The steep hill. Soon, the trail led Milo to the foot of a steep hill, so high it seemed to touch the stars. Moss-covered rocks and tangled roots made the climb slippery, and Milo's legs burned with every step. Halfway up, Milo stumbled and slid all the way to the bottom. Tired and bruised, he sat on the cool grass. "Maybe I'm not strong enough to reach the top," he sighed, but in his heart, he knew. If I stay down, I lose. But if I get up just one more time, I'll be closer to the top. So Milo stood up, brushed off the dirt, and began climbing again, one small step at a time. Lost in the fog. Near the top of the hill, a thick fog rolled in, wrapping everything in gray mist. Milo squinted, but he couldn't see more than a few steps ahead. His little lantern flickered weakly, and for the first time, Milo wasn't sure which way to go. He stopped to listen. The breeze whispered, "When you are lost, find one thing you know for certain, then take one step toward it." Milo smiled. "I know I want to find the Star Lantern," he said. With that thought, he took one careful step, then another. Even though the fog hid the path, he knew every step mattered, and as he walked, a new thought sparked in his mind. It's the search that makes this journey beautiful. The guardian of the lantern. At last, Milo reached the summit, where the Star Lantern glowed softly in a small clearing. Just as he reached for it, a great bear appeared, blocking the way. "Why do you seek the lantern, little one?" the bear rumbled. Milo thought for a moment, then said, "Because I promised myself I wouldn't quit." The bear studied him with gentle eyes. "The climb is hard, but those who rise again and again are worthy of the light." The bear stepped aside, and Milo touched the lantern. A warm glow spread through him, filling his heart with peace. "The hardest journeys teach us the most," Milo whispered to himself. The journey. Back home, Milo carried the glowing Star Lantern down the hill, his steps light and his heart full. The climb had changed him, not because he had found the treasure, but because he had kept going even when it was hard. As the morning sun peeked over the hills, Milo knew that every struggle was part of his adventure. The meaning of life is to keep moving forward, no matter what, he thought. Back in the village, Milo placed the lantern where everyone could see it. The warm light flickered, and the villagers gathered, hearts glowing with hope. That night, as Milo tucked himself into bed, he smiled to himself. There is no shame in falling, only in not standing back up. He closed his eyes and whispered one last thought. It's not about how fast you climb. It's about never stopping, even when the road is long. The end. Good night, little dreamer. Remember, your path may twist, the hills may rise, and fog may cover the way. But if you keep moving forward, just one step at a time, you'll always find the light.